O kia ora e hoa, haere mai, come and join me. Do you have wonderful friends? Well, you've got me as a friend, haven't you? I wonder if you've got friends at preschool or school. These two rabbits are friends. But even best friends argue sometimes. This is a story by Larrisa Ferenchuk and Prue Pittock. Are you nice and comfy? Ready for a story about friends who fight? Let's begin. On a dark, rainy night on a cold, wet field, two rabbits argued, and sharp words were carried along by the wind. "Don't be so mean! I'm not your friend anymore. I don't like you." Those are sharp words, aren't they? On a dark, rainy night, on a cold, wet field, two rabbits parted and went their separate ways. They don't look very happy, do they? Thump, 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 went little grey rabbit. Stomp, 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 went little brown rabbit. Can you see them stomping away? They're not happy at all. Out of the field and into the street went little grey rabbit. Just here. Out of the field and into the lane went little brown rabbit. The wind chased them, trying to keep up, but in the dark they were hard to follow. Little grey rabbit stopped to take a breath. Her heart was beating fast. She saw a fallen apple, but was too angry to eat. So she kicked it away and hopped on. Little brown rabbit stopped to take a breath. Her heart was beating fast. She saw a leaning dandelion, but was too angry to eat. So she kicked it away and hopped on. Little grey rabbit climbed up a hill. In the moonlight, she stopped to see the view, but it was foggy and hard to see through tears. Little brown rabbit climbed up a ledge. In the moonlight, she stopped to see the view, but it was misty and too hard to see through tears. They're both sad, aren't they? Little grey rabbit hopped onto the park. It was her favourite place to be, filled with flowers and grass and dirt to dig. But tonight, it did not feel the same. Little brown rabbit hopped onto the garden. It was her favourite place to be, filled with flowers and vegetables and dirt to dig. But tonight, it did not feel the same. Little grey rabbit watched the birds huddle and cuddle together, and the cats jump and play in the park. She felt so alone. Little brown rabbit watched the chickens huddle and cuddle together, and the possums jump and play in the garden. And she felt so alone. The wind whispered around them and reminded them of their friendship. Be kind. Whoosh. Be friends. I know what to do, wind, said little grey rabbit. I know what to do, wind, said little brown rabbit. What do you think they'll do? Will they become friends again? I hope so. Little grey rabbit left the park, climbed down the hill, grabbed the fallen apple, hopped down the street, and came back to the field. Little Brown Rabbit left the garden, climbed down the ledge, grabbed the leaning dandelion, hopped down the lane, and came back to the field. In the early rays of morning, on a glistening golden field, 2 rabbits came together. "Sometimes I make mistakes," said Little Grey Rabbit. "I'm sorry." "I'm sorry," said Little Brown Rabbit. "Sometimes I make mistakes too." Little Grey Rabbit hugged Little Brown Rabbit and gave her the apple. Little Brown Rabbit hugged Little Grey Rabbit and gave her the dandelion. Oh, look! They're friends again. In the early rays of morning, on a glistening golden field, 2 rabbits came together, and soft words were carried along by the wind. "You're my best friend. Best friends forever." Sometimes friends do fight. They do argue. But if you can say sorry and be kind again, there's no reason why you can't be friends again. A beautiful book, and if you want to find out more, you can visit ekbooks.org. And maybe you can remember that when friends like us sometimes argue, we can be kind to each other and say sorry if we truly mean it. Thank you for coming and joining me, my friend. I love it when you come for a story. Shall I find us another good story? Or come and visit me again soon. Ka kite.